Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Welcome to another edition of Mic Check, baby. Hosted by that guy right there, Project MC. I am your host, and we got another good edition today, y'all. Alright, you may have seen this brother on the 4, which I'm probably pretty sure you did. We got the one, the only, my guy Qiuntelli in the building, y'all. Oh, you said it, get it pop. He here? Oh, he here. Oh, let's get it popping with this man right here. I got you. He connected. He connecting the audio and the visual. You know what I mean? The energy is there. You're waiting there, rival on the Go, Mike, that's 1 2, what it do? Q, you there? Hey! Yo, we got visuals. We got Qiuntelli in the building. Yo.
What's good, man? What's good? What you do?
Chill this out over here. Yo, you.
What's up, man? What's good, bro?
What's up? Finally, we're able to get you on the show after.
Yeah, man. We live, man. It's good.
After so many years, after so many long weeks.
Facts.
Bro, it is an honor to be able to sit down and to have you here.
Man, I'm glad to be here, bro. I'm just glad to be here, man.
I appreciate you. Reaching back out to Pops like, yo, you free? I do. Really appreciate it. And so, yeah, again, like I said, this man is a singer, songwriter, an all-around great person. Qiuntelli, he showed out, did his thing, is awesome performer and just great in so many different aspects. My brother, how you feeling today?
Man, I'm good, bro. You already know, just locked in, bro. Writing. Just before I called this, I was doing, bro. So every day it's a grind, man. Well, no, for real, but I be tapped in every day. It's a grind, bro. People don't understand it. Like, it's a grind, man. You gotta be ready for this, man. My logic is, and this is my theory, what I'm not doing, somebody else is doing, bro. So every day, that's why I'm on it every day, bro. Like, I don't never let myself get comfortable. I don't care what I did. If I had to get up and be gone from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock, when I get home, I'm coming to the studio, bro. You know? So I stay locked in, fam, because when my name called, better believe I'm going to show up again. You feel me? Like, that's that. So, you know, you got to be ready for it, man. You got to be ready when your name called.
That's the hustle. That's that hustler's mentality that I'm not stopping until I want to be. That's that hunger. You put your foot and leave your mark on the game, the industry. You show people like, yo, this is who I am. This is what I have to offer to the world. And y'all finna get. Y'all finna go get this music. Y'all gonna get these lyrics, these beats, all that. So
all this,
I respect that. I want to go ahead and jump straight into it. Where does the journey of Qiuntelli begin? Right? How did you get your start in this game? How does it all start for you?
Man, it's crazy. I started on the gospel scene, bro. I was like 6. Yeah, I was like 6 years old, man. Cause my mom used to sing gospel. So I started on the gospel scene, bro. She, put me on game because that's all she knew. You feel me? So when she knew I could sing, she was like, let's go ahead and throw me in the church. You feel me? So you're right. You feel me? Throw me in the church, which is not bad because a lot of people that we look up to started in church. People don't know Party Next Door used to be in the gospel group when he was younger.
Absolutely.
Tank, everybody. If you're Brandy, everybody, Jasmine Sullivan, everybody. So I was like, she put me in the church, man, and I was in church. So I was about 14, 15. Once I started to kind of find myself as an artist, like at the right time where I was like, okay, this is this transition. It's either you gonna stay or you gonna switch it up at the right time where you can nourish it until you're not even 18 yet. You can nurse and you can find yourself and find your niche, find your sound, you know. So I in between time I was doing stuff here and there. I did Broadway. I played Little Michael Jackson for Berry Gordy in New York, and then I did I was singing. I had opened up for Michelle Obama, Ariana Grande, Trey Jackson. I opened up. Yeah, I was opening up for a lot of college games. I opened up for Brooklyn Nets, bro. So I was moving. I was doing my thing, but I hadn't crossed over yet. Mm-hmm. So a couple years went by, and then I was like 16. I crossed over, man, like officially. So I was just like posting covers, like figuring out what I wanted, you know, who I wanted to be as an artist. And then when I turned 17, I was still doing the same thing, man. I was just trying to find out, you know, how to write and different stuff, just, you know, things that an artist should be figuring out. You feel me? So when I turned 17, couple months went by, and I was posting covers all the time. I was posting covers. So this guy reached out to me from the Ford, and that's how that whole thing, you know, from there. I ain't gonna go too far unless because you probably got some questions about that. So
yeah, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So that's dope. That's dope. So when you made that transition, right, from the support system you already had, like you said, you had your mom pretty much started you, and I'm sure you had other people around you. What was the reception like when you officially made that transition?
Bro, I've always been. I guess a lot of people would expect me to be like, "Oh my gosh, bro," because, you know, coming from the gospel scene, because I was kind of known in the gospel scene. It's like I think a lot of people would expect me to be like, "Oh my gosh, it was horrible. I was scared. I thought people was gonna be like, you know." But I've always been that person. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, because at the end of the day, it's my career. If I fail, they gonna say it was on me. If I have a successful career, they gonna say it's on me. You know, like, it's just like that mindset. You miss 100% of shots you don't take. Like,
absolutely.
People tell me LeBron is my favorite player. People always try to fault him. They say, well, he passes the ball. You don't realize if LeBron shoot it, they gonna put it on him. If he miss it, they gonna put it on him. You feel me? So I just take that mindset. I'm like, you know, if I fail, they gonna put it on me. If I'm successful, they gonna put it on me. So I didn't really care. I was just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and it's been working out for me. You know, it's been really working out for me. God has been ordering my steps, man. I'm just. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I see. You good.
There we go. I'm just grateful, bro. I can't even cap to you, man. I just be locked in, bro, working, you know, taking time to really just nourish my gift, man, and develop.
I hear it. I can hear the excitement, the passion you have for it. So I gotta ask you, what's most exciting about all that you do? What's the most exciting part for you about being an artist?
Performing, bro. Putting out music and seeing people's reactions to that. I feel like that really gets me going, man. Like, to know that my voice can really trigger so many different emotions, you know, in a person. Like, that drives me to keep creating relatable music. You feel me? Music that people can relate to, whether they dancing or they just, you know, they may just be in their feelings, you know, and I'm giving them that vibe. I'm giving them that feeling that make them like, dang, like, I relate so much to this and make me think about so and so, you know. So, man, I like to touch people in so many different ways, you know, when it comes to my voice and things I write and sing about. So
that's real. Coming up, you were coming up and you just had a plethora of different people, I'm sure, that you looked up to. Who inspired you, influenced you? Who would you put as like some of the top R&B acts that really influenced and made you want to do music?
Man, Kim Burrell, these people in the gospel, because I started off gospel first. So Kim Burrell, the Clark sisters.
You listen, singers out here.
Yeah, Clark sisters, Kim Burrell, man, Mike, Usher, Chris, like, those are the people I was listening to coming up, man. Like, it was just gospel and like R&B, you know. Those are the things I listened to, and those were kind of shaped. Brandy. I was on Brandy Tough. I was on who else I was listening to, man? I was listening to a little bit of everything, bro. Cause like my mom, the people she listened to kind of ran over to who I listened to because I was so young. I was just in the back seat listening. You feel me? So whatever she played, Fantasia, R. Kelly, like I was on all of it. You know, so that's kind of whatever she listened to was that's what I was listening to. You know, 9 times out of 10. So
that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, like, with all that you do, right? Constantly working, constantly, I mean, putting yourself out there, really trying to make a name for yourself. What do you do to like keep your mental health in check? Right, this industry can be killer at times.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've probably already seen that at some point. What do you do to keep your mental health in check through all of that?
Bro, honestly, I feel like I said it. Everybody has people that they talk to that keeps the fire burning. I say that, and sometimes when I just need that push, or I just need that sense of like me getting conversation from them. It makes me feel like, you know, I either talk to them or, man, I just probably just chill. I get off my equipment. I won't touch it. I ain't singing. I probably just watch a movie, bro. I go to the gym, something like that, man. Like, those are the things, or yeah, those usually the things I do just to kind of stay sane, man. Because too much of anything will drive you crazy, no matter what it is, you know. So I just had to get away from everything, bro. Like, I just had to get away from. I turn all my equipment off, bro. I just leave out the studio. Man, I probably just chill.
Is that like maybe like a once a week kind of thing, or just whenever you feel like you're about to overload, just stop right then?
Whenever I feel like I'm about to overload, bro. Whenever I feel like I'm about to overload, you know. And it's crazy because I had those feelings. I just recently relocated to Georgia, so I'm happy to be here. But you know, it's like when you go somewhere, or when you're ready to go somewhere, it's like, oh, I'm ready to go, and when you leave, it's like, oh, I'm gone. You feel me? So I'm happy. I was happy to be gone, but it was like those emotions, like, oh my God, I had to detach from what I was used to, you know, and open up and be optimistic about what I'm coming into. You feel me? So nah, for real though. So I had to, like, I was feeling overloaded. I was feeling like, okay, I need to get away. I need to turn my equipment off. You know, I need to just refocus. I need to, you know, get back into the swing of things. So for a couple of days, I probably recorded a little bit, probably a couple hours a day, but not to the extent of what I am, like what I usually do. So I definitely needed that though. I definitely needed that, man.
For sure. Can't have you burning out here when you try and be great. Can't be burning out. You mentioned two things. One about that detachment and how you felt like you wasn't ready, but you had to make that decision. You have a lot of times where not even just musicians, but people in general, when it comes time to grow and to get to that next level, they find it hard because that attachment. They're not ready to detach from it and really go to the next level. And two, what you mentioned about, I mean, too much of anything can be bad for you. You still listen to like R&B and gospel as much today because you're around it so much. You ever like not just stop listening to it altogether?
Yeah, no. I still listen to it. I still listen to it from time to time, but not too much because I'm a person that look into everything. Everything is deeper than the surface. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I say, too much of anything can be bad for you. Like, gospel is not necessarily, it's not bad for me, but I'll say, if anything, I say this: if you take an artist and you put Chris Brown on for nothing but 4 days straight, that's all they listen to. Eventually, they're gonna start sounding like Chris Brown. Cause like it's this trigger in your brain. Is like you just naturally, you feel me? You just naturally start to pick up things and start to sound like that person. So I listen to it, but not too much because my church is my roots, you know. So I don't want to sound churchy. You know, I've never had a churchy tone. Like I had a soulful tone where it's like you can tell, okay, he must have came from the church, but it was never like no hoop and holler type. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
So you know, I listen to it because that's my roots, that's my foundation. But I don't indulge in it to the extent of the way I would when I was singing. Even when I was singing, I played it all the time. I didn't listen to R&B. I listened to it, but not to the extent of what I was listening to on a daily when it came to gospel music. So, you know, I had to find. You gotta find that balance. You know.
To do it. Absolutely. Who are some of your favorites now? right, in the current industry of your peers necessarily? Who are some of your favorites?
Man, Bryson Tiller #1, Drake, Party Next Door, Chris, Summer Walker, Eric Bellinger.
Yeah, Steve on Eric. Yes.
Yeah, Eric, that's my dog. Usher, I think I said Usher. But that's my playlist pretty much right there. Okay. I'm rocking with Brent Fire Ass. I'm trying
to catch on to Brent. I like Brent, but like I don't know, because his voice is so different. Sometimes like hit or miss with me. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, facts. That's what it is. That's how you explain it. There we go.
Yeah,
like that's how I feel, bro. Like I'm not no hate. So it's not that I don't be hating, but like sometimes like I don't get it. Like I don't be, because his voice is, you feel me? It's so unique. It's like if you don't catch the vibes, it's either
you don't want to force it. Yeah, you don't want to force it. So it's like it's either hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah, and you don't want to be the person to be like, I don't really like him. You know, people are like, he hate because he R&B singer too. He hate him. Like, no.
Right.
So I really don't even be saying too much about him. Like I like Brent though. There's some songs by him that I really like. I rock with Brent. But,
and Brent from DMV, so I gotta support Brent. Like no matter.
Word.
Yeah, Brent from, I want to say, I don't know where exactly in DMV. I just know it's like Maryland, somewhere out here. He from. It's like I gotta support either way, but it's like, I mean, his sound. I give credit to him, much kudos to him, but sometimes I just can't. I mean, get with his vocal texture.
Yeah. It's very like, it's very rich.
Yeah,
it's very rich. It gives you I think he would have worked in the 90s. He probably would have been one of the biggest artists in the 90s with that tone.
I can see that. I can definitely see that, especially on more 90s production.
Yeah. He definitely would have been huge in the 90s, bigger than what he is. He's not really, he's very known, but he's not like A-list artist. He's more like A-list, like, but you know, he get the recognition. People rock with him.
And plus he's still somewhat relatively new to like the masses, because he's been doing it for a while, but as far as the general masses, he's still relatively new. So he's trying to work his way up, especially with the quality content, which he do. Again, he do that. But I mean, but you talked about like how you're pretty much always working and always creating. Do you feel like it's important to try and find what sound works best for you so quickly, or do you like to still like experiment with different things?
Man, you gotta find a sound, man. You want people to know you by something, you know. So I definitely been like locked in on I found my sound. I have. So now I'm just punching in it, you know. So I definitely think that's important. I definitely think it's important to have an identity as an artist, you know, like.
Definitely. Could you speak to the importance of, because you mentioned this earlier, controlling your own brand and not letting outside forces control you, whether that's a label, a manager, or even just outside opinions from others. Speak to that for me.
Man, I've always been such a headstrong person, you know, like I've never been a person to really care about what others think. Especially when it comes to this music, like of course you have to care to, you know, but I'm saying like negative opinions, that don't really drive me like that. Like my mom is the one that be like, I'm gonna say something. I'm like, you know, like it come with it, you know, come with the game. Like I've been in the game so long, and I've had my nose, and I've been through some crazy stuff, and I had people, you know, like I've experienced my nose and my yeses and my down and my ups and my middle, you know, so it's like you would think that I would still be like, man, he said, I'd be like, he said what? Okay, next. You feel me? And I feel like it's such a, it's a good mindset to have, because the industry, you know, I've learned to keep things business. You feel me? Like that's a trait on a lot of artists. Not just artists, people they find it hard to do. You know, they try to turn a family and try to do all this extra, you know, but I've picked it up at a young age, and it's taught me so much that I feel like it's the reason why I'm where I am today. Like just the things that I've experienced and I've taken, and I'm like, okay, bet next time I know, you know.
Right.
So yeah, man, you like that, bro. Like I'm here.
That's the phrase of the day. Locked in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Locked in. Locked in.
Yeah.
What are some lessons, right? Because you talked about some of the crazy ups and downs that you've had. What are some lessons that you've learned that you didn't realize prior to being in the game?
Man, it's this one quote, and I apply this to every lesson. It say, "Don't think it can't happen to you, but don't think it can't happen for you." That's something I apply with every situation, man. Like, don't think it can't happen to you. You feel me? Anybody can get got. Anybody can be the loser in a situation, you know. But don't think you can't be. Don't think you can't be that winner in a situation. Don't think, you feel me, everything can't turn around for your good. You feel me? So like, I usually apply that to every situation. You know, don't think it can't happen to you, but don't think it can't happen for you. You know, so I usually keep that. You know, you can apply that to anything, you know?
That's not just
anything. Like,
that's with any opportunity. If you want
yeah.
to work for some, you got to get out there, and can't nobody hand it to you. You can't expect a handout. So, you 100% on that. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. No cap. Don't think it can't happen to you, but don't think it can't happen for you.
What would you say are some of the assumptions about the industry that you were surprised to find out weren't true? Some of the things you got in here and you was like, oh, this is just smoke and mirrors. This thing right here.
Bro, I didn't really have any assumptions, bro. Cause I started so young. I was like 6. So I was young, stupid young, bro. So anything that I was trying to figure out, I was figuring out as I went. You know, I never really had questions. I was more of a, like, my mom was handling everything. I was just sitting back watching. You know, if anything crazy happened, I was peeping. I was catching the drift. But I never was really like asking questions. But once I started getting older, you know, I'm very involved in everything. So I never really had assumptions. If anything happened, I would be like, dang, that's crazy. You know, lesson learned. But I never was really the person to like assume like, oh, this is how it go, or oh, this is how it go. You know. Yes. I can say when I went on the show, I didn't know that they picked their songs for you, you know?
Okay, see, that's good. I thought the contestant, I mean, they was just like, hey, you get to choose what you want to sing. So how did that whole process go? Them for you?
Man, they told you what they looked at you, and they looked and they kind of read you as an artist. Like, okay, he giving me, he's a young R&B, 17, 18. All right, let's put him in a bracket like Usher, Chris Brown. You know, they took me straight there, Mario. So let's give him You Got It Bad. Let's give him So Sick by Neo. You feel me? Or let's give him I was supposed to have done No Air by Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks. I was supposed to have done that song, but we just weren't feeling it. We weren't feeling it. So because they were gonna turn it into a ballad. Well, it was already a ballad, but they was gonna make it like, you feel me, like, right. I didn't get it. You know, I didn't have an up-tempo song. I was like, I need an up-tempo song. They kept giving me these slow. I'm like, bruh, you got it bad.
Rock out.
That's what I'm saying. You Got It Bad was slow, but we sped it up and made it mid-tempo. So I was like, bruh, like, so it was hard, man. It was super hard, bruh. Like finding out that, and then they make it seem on TV. It's like, it's hard. You got millions of people watching, thinking you picked your songs, thinking you scared because they depict it and picked scenes and put it here and then mix and match and like, oh, he's scared. Oh, he's scared. People, you know, they got people in the crowd like talking.
Little do they know, you didn't even like choose the jump.
Yeah, you feel me? So I was like, dang, I didn't even get to choose. But I mean, at that point, I only got 20,000 followers on Instagram. So what 20,000 gonna do to 10 million people watching? You know, they already got their mind made up. They think I chose my song. They think, you feel me? So I was like, that's one thing I just be like, all right, you know, you just gotta let that swing, bro, because you know it's the industry, it's Hollywood.
Yeah. I definitely didn't know that they choose the record for you. So when you first found out that was, you know what I mean, how it goes down, how did you feel? How did you react to it?
Man, I was just like, you know, like I got this mindset. Like, I'm a dog, bro. Like, that's just my mindset. Like, I'm gonna get it done either way. I'm a saucy either way. If it don't work, I'm gonna give it up my all. You feel me? So I ain't complain. I don't think I told him, I like, can we switch You Got It Bad to the second song? And because if that would have been the second song, it would have been a rap, you know, like, right. And if So Sick would have been first, it would have had me enough to get me through, you know. So Yeah, man. I was I wasn't like mad or nothing. After I lost, I was frustrated. I was like, bro, I needed that switch. You feel me? Like, and then life went on. I slept on it, and then I got this thing. I hate being embarrassed, bro. So I hate being embarrassed. So that's why I was like, bro, these people gonna see me lose, a million of followers on music, people watching. You feel me? That was my thing, man. Like, I hated that. I hate to lose, bro. I'm so competitive. Like,
Understood.
You know,
you
competitiveness make the world go around, though. So, you feel me?
And that spirit, that's what it's a good and bad thing. Yeah, you might have got frustrated in that sense, but at the end of the day, that's what keeps you pushing. Right? So
Yeah.
you necessarily took that L and you took something away from it. I mean,
Facts.
that's the best important thing right there.
Facts.
So I know that like stepping right to be in front of all the greats that was there, right? You had Khaled, you had Diddy. Let me ask though, real quick. Who chose the song? Was it producers, like the show producers? Or was it like
Say it again?
Was it like one of the show producers that was trying to choose a song for you, or was it like Khaled or Diddy or something?
Oh, it was show producers.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you had Mario Winans, Boom Cat. Yeah, it was them, bro. They had, and then there was some CBS. I mean, not CBS, Fox. Some of the people from Fox.
Okay.
They all came together and they seen the artist before the artist went up, in front of them. So they chose the songs and whatnot.
Did you ever get to talk with any of like Khaled or Diddy before?
I talked to Megan.
Megan, okay. What was that?
Talked to Megan. She see me. So people don't know it's so much positive on it. People, they already know who coming up before they come up. So they don't be surprised. So when she seen me, it was right before I went up. She was backstage with her now husband, and they was talking. And she came up to me. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so amazing! You're about to kill it! Like, you're amazing!" I'm like, "Oh, thank you." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know she knew who I was. I thought it was gonna be like a surprise. Like, oh, my name is Qiuntelli. Yeah. You feel me? But it wasn't that. It was she knew what was going on. So you feel me? She caught the vibe before the vibe came out. So
that's lit.
It was cool though. It was cool, fam.
What would you say was your biggest takeaway from that entire experience?
From this show? Man, like those shows really show you who you are as an artist. You feel me? I feel like it's either gonna sink or swim, like, cause they prepare you with the song choice, but it's up to you to execute when your name called. You can practice all day. You see people be hooping, they be going crazy in practice, and they get in the game. It's like, so it's like it's kind of like that. They prepare you, they give you a song, you rehearse multiple times. They tell you to rehearse in your room, and then you get on the stage, and it's like all eyes on you. Cameras rolling, you got 3 moguls sitting in front of you. What you gonna do? You feel me? So it definitely, people don't know those. You Got It Bad was my first time ever performing R&B. That was my first R&B performance ever. Like, I've never performed R&B. Yeah. Yeah, they don't know that. That was my first time ever getting on the stage performing an R&B song.
That's got to be somewhere your first time doing that is in front of that type of setting with all that. That's something right there. Right?
Yeah, man. But I tell people it's a difference between an artist and a singer. Big difference,
What's that difference to you?
The difference is to me, an artist, man, is capable of versatile, man. You put them on any stage and you can tell. You put them in to sing anything, like an artist, they grab people's attention with ease. I feel like a singer anybody can be a singer, like you got so many different singing. People get on Instagram and they sing, like, but I feel like it's the artistry. You can tell when people take their craft serious, you tell when people put time and they put money and they invest, into that, which is fine. You can, to each his own, but you can definitely tell the difference of people that take their craft serious and people that's just, they like the recognition of singing,
A lot of people doing it just for the attention and don't really have real passion behind it.
Yeah, facts.
And can't really add nothing to the game, right? Where you have people like yourself, artists, where I'm not just gonna get the recognition. I'm gonna actually add something to this.
Yeah.
By the time I leave, you'll know this is what Q did, right? This is what Q have for others to follow and take that and do what and do it. So now I respect that. I respect it. When it comes to putting out content, what typically gives you motivation? What do you draw inspiration from?
Girls. 100%. 100%, man. Girls draw my motivation, bro. I feel like women pull so many emotions out of men, you know. They pull so many, even the men that hate to talk about their emotions. Women still, you know, they can take it to so many different places, bro.
Man, tell me the craziest girlfriend you ever had. Just go and leave.
Craziest girlfriend? Oh, bro, I can't do that. Bro, I can't do that.
Space here.
Huh?
It's a safe space here. You could be safe. You could be vulnerable here. Craziest.
Bro, I can't do that.
Who was the one that
Bro, we can't do that. Bro, put me on the spot. Oh, man. No, bro, I can't do that. Bro.
But now, do you pull like try to put real life experiences in your music, or it's just Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, experiences, different emotions I felt different, whether it's good or bad. You know, like whatever they made me feel. You know, whether it's a girlfriend or whether it's a girl, I'm just trying to, you know, I'm trying to shoot at. You feel me? Like whatever emotion they made me feel, I'm really good in expressing myself in words, you know, and the people that I write with are very good in connecting with me and feeling that, you know, grabbing a hold of that vulnerability, you know, that I'm presenting to them, like, oh, this is how I feel, you know, or I can go in the booth and I lay down melodies and I, you know, however it sounds, melodically, they can catch that drift, like, okay, this is what he talking about, you know, this how you feel. So, you know, man, we be tapped in, bro. Like, girls make the world go around, man.
This is facts.
They make the world go around, bro. So, you know, like, I feel like you can never not write about women. Women, when it comes to artists, women are what drive music, bro. Like, especially fans, bro. When it comes to music, I say this. When it comes to music as an artist, especially R&B and rap, it don't matter. Hip-hop, R&B, whatever you want to call it. Pop, bro. Men don't grab a hold to the wave until they see a whole bunch of women grabbing a hold to it. Because when men want to do what they think women gonna like.
Business 101 right here. This ain't even just music. This is business 101.
The facts. Like, men will do whatever they think will get a woman. So if you got a lot of men starting to listen to Jhené Aiko. Why? Because women love it.
Exactly.
You know, women love it. So now they playing Jhené Aiko in their car and you feel me, Summer Walker.
My homegirl hop in the whip, already got the playlist ready. Yeah, I mean, you trying to see today? Got that on lock.
There we go. You feel me? So it's like, man, like even with Lil Baby, bro, most of Lil Baby, bro, I see more women singing his songs word for word than I do men. You feel me? It's like women, once women take that wave and they hop on it and they shoot it, it's over. You feel me? Like, it's over because they gonna push it. You feel me? Men got a little ego in them. You know, they scared to get on the story and post singing your music. You know, they don't want people to think they corn. But a woman, she don't care. You feel me? So once the men see, she rocking with Qiuntelli, with Q. All right, let me go ahead and so I can have it on the playlist. When she get in the car, I'm like, oh, I ain't know you listen to him. You listen to him? You feel me?
Because of you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my biggest inspiration is girls, women, bro. I love them.
Shout out to women. Women are important.
Shout out to them. Yes, we love you. All the beautiful women out there.
You touched on it, right? How women are pretty much running things. And it's funny you said that because now in music, you have, especially Black women, at the forefront of things more than ever. Like you mentioned Summer, you got her, you got Jhené. Tell me, how do you feel about the whole thing, right? Where women are now at the forefront of everything and really are standing toe to toe with the male counterparts. Like, yo, here too, we deserve to be at the front lines just as much as y'all do. How does that make you feel?
Bro, I love it. You feel me? I love it. I love Jhené Aiko. I love Summer Walker. Summer Walker is my favorite though. And I love her. I actually met, it's crazy. I have a crazy story how I met her though, before we can get to that later. But
oh wow.
I love them, fam. I'll be like, I love all of their music, bro. Like, I don't mind it, you know, like equality, you feel me? You feel I don't have nothing bad to say about it. You know, I'm not one of those people that feel like men need to be in front, women can take back seat. Like, you know, I'm not that person that men need to be working and women need to be cooking. Nah,
it's crazy because
like,
there's a lot of men who do feel exactly that way. That I mean, they're kind of scared that now the women are now controlling the wave. When it's like, bro, music has been, especially like hip hop and R&B, been mostly male dominated for quite some time. So it's only a matter of time for the women to like, nah, we part of this now. Like, this was a long time coming.
Yeah, you had certain artists that was holding their own, like Janet was holding her own, Mariah, you know, Whitney, Aaliyah at some point. You know, you had women artists that was holding their own, but you know, not to the extent of what men were. You know, it was more men, but now, you know, it's still pretty much male dominated. But
yeah, but now it's starting to turn.
Yeah. It's definitely starting to turn. It's definitely starting to turn. Bro.
Nah, I mean, since we here, go ahead and get to the story. How'd you meet her?
Yeah. So back when I used to sing gospel, bro, it was this gospel group named LeBray. And I became really cool with them, bro. Like, they called me like little bro, you know, like we locked in like this. And I was like 14 when I met them, bro. About 4 or 5 years ago, by 2018, I had just came off the show, so I was posting covers, getting them numbers going. You feel me? And then I did her cover, and this was back when her was on the Heartbreak on the Full Moon tour with Chris, and she had just finished a show, and Ajani and Malik were her background singers. So I FaceTimed them at the right time. I was like, "Hey, bro, check this cover out I'm doing." So I sang it for them. It's like, "Oh my gosh, bro, this is crazy." So they was like, sing one more time. And then all I heard was, "Oh my gosh, it's so dope. It's Gabby. It's what's up?" I was like, "Oh shit." It was crazy, bro. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, bro. Like, so yeah, it's crazy. That's the same way she met Mike, though. I don't know if you remember. Well, you probably hear this story, but had met Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I'm familiar with
the Yeah. So the same way.
For a minute. Yeah,
bro, she's been around. Yeah, but that's crazy. So that's such a crazy story for her. She met Michael Jackson, bro. Like,
that's the one. That's the one. Hey, since you just brought that up, because I just said on Twitter recently about how, you know, Beyonce just dropped Black is King today. And so what that people were saying, that I seen a tweet that was like, "Yo, Beyonce is the greatest entertainer that have ever existed." And I saw that, and I'm like, we just can't go over who Mike Jackson is. Like, Mike didn't exist.
Mike is the truth, man. She up there. She top two.
She's
top two, top three. Because Chris is the truth too. You got Chris, you got Mike, you got Ush, you got, you feel me? You got all these killers, bro. Like,
but it's like I would definitely put Beyonce in that conversation, and I don't think it's a thing of like her being a woman, Mike is a man. Mike literally stepped on stage and did nothing and had people fainting for like a good 5 minutes straight. Like, Mike spawned
superstar presence.
Mike spawned Chris Brown. Mike spawned Jason Derulo and the Ushers and all this.
He spawned Beyonce.
And that's what I mean. Like, Beyonce's in that conversation, but until you not only reach the impact of Mike, but then surpass that impact of Mike, I can't be the greatest entertainer. I can't.
Mike the truth, bro. Mike the truth. Mike was that man. He just he was gone, bro.
You know what I mean?
He ready, bro. Like, he get on set. Oh, he's gone, bro. They be ready, man. Like, Mike is definitely the truth. Mike is definitely that dog. He's that man.
Tell me how many times you did a Mike impression in the mirror. I know you at some point you've done it. How many times?
Bro, I did it a lot, especially coming up, because I had to play Lil Mike Jackson. So I was having to sing the songs and had to, you know, be doing the dances and reenacting things he did and whatnot. So I haven't did one in a minute, but I used to do them a lot when I was younger.
For sure.
Yeah.
Mike is the bar. Like, and you haven't reached that bar, then you can't say you better than that bar, because you didn't even touch the bar yet. I mean,
yeah.
What would you say have been some of your favorite songs or covers you've done?
Of covers?
Songs or covers, either one. Some of your favorites.
Oh, so you saying what's some of my favorite songs that I've dropped, or like?
Yeah, like some of the favorite records that you created, some of your favorite covers that you've done. What would you say it's like for you?
I'll probably say whatever and Better Than Us are two of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two of my favorite songs that I've dropped original. And then I did You Got It Bad is definitely up there for one of my favorite covers. I did Woman's Work by Maxwell. It's one of my favorite covers. That's it. Oh, and Gonna Love Me by Qiuntelli is one of my favorite covers.
I gotta hear that one. I gotta hear that one later.
I think I took it off my Instagram. I'm gonna repost it today. Somebody was asking about it. I'm gonna repost it today.
Okay, for sure. Can you speak to the impact that you believe Black music has on not just the country, right, but the entire world? Speak to the impact.
Man, I feel like there would be no music without us, bro. It's just, I don't think you can really put it any other way, bro. Like, we birthed so many different genres and so many different vibes, and even country music, bro. Like, that's us. You feel me? Like, they take stuff things that we do, they recreate
country, rock and roll,
call it theirs. You feel me? But you really can't even go. You can go deep into that conversation, but you can end it really quick. Like, there's no music without us, really. You feel me? Like, I don't think there's any other way to put it. We create we're so creative, bro. Like, we can make anything. We can make nothing into something. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
So without us, man, I don't know where music would be. Like,
music, man. Without us, music would have flavor, no seasoning.
Yeah, no, for real. It probably, like, seriously. It'd be horrible, bro. It'd be horrible.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, I don't want to imagine that. So you got all this that you've done up until this point. What do you think have been some of the biggest ways in which you've grown, right, since you first started?
The biggest stage I've walked?
The biggest ways in which you've grown. Like, which way have you changed the most since you started?
Man, I feel like I've gained and I've lost, but I feel like the way in which I've grown the most is probably vocally. I've always been gifted, but I'm not even talking about in a way of where I've just learned how to do so many different tricks even more. I've learned over the years to tone it down, bro. You feel me? Just tone. Sometimes tone is just, you just give them that sweet. You ain't gotta be all over the place, bro. Sometimes people just want that simplicity.
This could be more.
Like, seriously, Lord, I think a lot of people getting mixed up that you gotta do all this, Like, I can do that. You feel me? But
your stuff.
No, for real, I can do that. But it's like I feel like I had to learn to be like, okay, take it to 5. It's okay to be at 5 sometimes. You don't have to go to 8, 9, 10. Sometimes 5 is better than 8, 9, 10. So I had to realize that, and once I realized that, bro, it's over with. I feel like that's what birthed my sound. Like, it's an R&B artist. Like, you gonna hear me give you riffs sometimes, depending on the song, but not a lot, not a lot, bro. Not a lot, because I just want people to be able to get the gist of the song. I want people to be able to hear, like, okay, what is he saying? What are you talking about?
Right.
You don't want them to just hear every run, and then people don't even. Our generation don't even process music like that. They don't even process music like, oh my God, did you hear that run Summer Walker did? They don't do that. They're like, oh my gosh, that song was amazing. Did you hear what she was talking about? Ooh, I'm gonna play that when I get in the car with my boyfriend. Like, that's how people translate and they connect with music today. Back in the 90s, they probably gonna be like, oh, dang, you hear that run? Dang, it was crazy. He can sing his face off. People don't care about you singing your face off anymore, because you got rappers singing now. And they're fooling the masses thinking that they can sing. So now it's dumbed down everything. Make people. Music went from being able to flat foot sing to, if your melody's good and your words good and your image is good, I'm gonna give you a deal.
And you already got to follow. That's another thing.
Like you got 20,000 followers, and you got to be.
You got to have that following already. You got to be bringing 20, 30K followers before you even get to the deal.
Yeah.
The work of A&R and artist development is essentially not there to label it. Like nobody's doing that essentially.
No, facts.
It's you come how you already are, and we just give you money and put money behind you and you wild out. But I definitely think that the thing of less is more is so critical. But you have a lot of people who always do a lot, and it's like after a while, it's like, all right, you can't keep fooling with the tricks like forever. Like eventually, you gotta just like. I remember seeing on I think it was some gospel show, and I forgot who it was, but they told one of the contestants do the song with no runs, no rhythm, no all that. And when they did it, it didn't hit the same. You know what I mean? So I think definitely that is a great.
People tend to substitute runs because they don't have tone. You know, they should, but I don't want to be that person. I started really working on my tone. You know, I really like them having a tone that people can say, "Oh my gosh, Heavy is so rich." You know, like what we was just saying about Brent Fayez, his tone,
right?
His tone. You feel me? Like even though he's not the best singer, but you gonna feel him. You know, he's gonna make sure you hear him. So it's like that's definitely how I feel about things, bro.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree 100%.
Because I feel like music come in waves. R&B probably gonna I'm not gonna say it's gonna come back to where it was in the '90s, but it may be half as much singing as it was back then.
Right.
You know, so I would be able to, if I had to, I can turn it up. But if I don't have to, I can stay where I'm at. I can, give them a little bit here and there, but primarily give them tone, So I believe being able to realize, what less is more. It gives you so many different directions you can go, in masses, people you can reach.
That's right. Nah, I agree. 100%. Before we get out of here, I want to play a little game. Right? I played this with my last interview. I want to play with you. It's a simple game called Pick One, right? So I'm gonna give you 3 to 4 options, and you gotta delete one entirely. Like their entire catalog has to go. All right. So first up, we gonna give you, since he's here, Brent Fayez, Black, and Brent Fayez, Black, Bryson Tiller. One gotta go.
Brent Fayez. Black. I don't really listen to Black like that.
Well, you say you deleting Black?
Yeah, I don't really listen to him.
Black, that's the whole.
Bryson ain't going nowhere. Bryson, that's my dog. Bryson ain't going nowhere.
Black, all right. All right, I give you that one. Let's see. Let's do hip hop groups. Let's do hip hop. Outkast, Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang Clan.
Tribe Called Quest.
All right, but nah, this is on over. We can't do this.
Bro, Outkast.
Ooh, Tribe? You just gonna throw Tribe out the window like that? You didn't even give it a thought.
Bro, I love Outkast.
As I do as well.
Okay, you answer the question then.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told her. I'm not answering these questions. I'm not answering these. No, never answer these. I will always say no answer. NA.
No answer.
NA for me. NA on everyone. I'm not
you. See, the R&B ones, like these are cool, but I don't answer the R&B ones. I don't really answer. I can't indulge in that, man. No sir.
All right, let me give you, since you can't answer the R&B jumps, let me give you another hip hop jump. Jay-Z,
Okay.
Nas, and what am I thinking right now? Jay-Z, Nas, 50 Cent. No, Jay-Z, Nas, DMX, Snoop Dogg. One gotta go. Entire category. Jay-Z, Nas, DMX, Snoop Dogg. One gotta go. Entire category.
That's all. Bro,
Stuck now.
Probably it probably gonna be Snoop. I mean, yeah, it probably gonna be Snoop or DMX.
Really?
You can't, bro. You can't delete Jay or Nas.
But Snoop got a lot of records that, you know what I mean, contributed.
See, I'm leaning more towards DMX.
Okay.
It'll probably be DMX.
Okay. All right.
Cause you can't let go of Nas or Jay. You can't really let go of Snoop, bro. I feel like Nas, Jay, and I feel like they contributed to music more in a sense.
Okay.
I mean, the DMX has this. I'm not to take anything away from him. He has as well, but Jay, Nas, Snoop, you know, DMX went away for a minute, you know. So you got big. I mean, you got Nas and you got Jay pushing Snoop. Uncle Snoop, you can't get rid of Uncle Snoop.
Yeah, Snoop is Snoop. Yes, yeah. I understand. It's not necessarily that DMX is less. It's just a personal thing, like from what you've experienced and things like how
Right.
you pretty much. It's like pretty much based off how you wake up. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
All right. So before we wrap up this whole thing, do you have any record that you can play for us?
Well, I just dropped this song called Whatever.
Okay.
So we can play whatever, man. Let's go ahead and tap in on.
Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. We got Qiuntelli on the interview today. We got Whatever about to play for us. Let's hear it.
Yes, sir. Just dropped last Wednesday.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think my favorite record by you that I've heard so far is My Fault. My Fault is.
Oh, really?
I love My Fault, bro. That's when it makes it to like the sleep playlist, where it's like it's so nice and calming and relaxing. Where it's like, all right, when I put it in that playlist, that's how I know like I really bang with this song. I bang with it.
Yeah. That's my vibe too, bro. I'm in a trap soul feel, R&B feel. Like that's my dark chords. You feel me? This is whatever. Out on everything. God is whatever. I'm back to this shit forever. As long as I catch it to myself, baby. I just want you and no one else, baby. God is whatever. I'm back to this shit forever. As long as I catch it to myself, baby. I just want you and no one else, baby. Good, are you on the mind? You are the one that I want. Girl, I ain't even no friend, yeah. I put that shit in drive. We are on my mind, so let's not waste no time, man. I want to touch you, sit and vibe, take you high, take my time, man. Ain't no problem, girl, I got you, 'cause you already know it's whatever. Girl, I'm back to this year forever. Long as I catch it to myself, baby. I just want you and no one else, baby. God is whatever. Girl, I'm back to this shit forever. Long as I catch it to myself, baby. I just want you and no one else, baby. Oh, if it ain't you, then who? All these girls can't do the things you do. I need I'm sure to see you, girl, I'm feeling. I wanna touch you, sit and vibe, take you high and take my time, baby. Ain't no problem, girl, I got you. 'Cause you already know that's whatever. I don't got to do this shit forever. I'm never magic to myself, baby. I just want you to know I'm down space. God is whatever. I don't got to do this shit forever. I'm never magic to myself, baby. I just want you to know I'm down space. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, that calm, soothing, but still grab you vibe. That's definitely a vibe, bro. That's definitely yeah. I like that. I like that right there.
I appreciate that, brother. I really do. I really do.
Yo, Q, it's been real. Again, I actually being able to have you today. I mean, to sit down and talk to you, it's definitely been insightful for me about not only who you are, but some of the things that you have picked up on. The story is inspirational. How you continue to work and grind and push no matter what. Because at the end of the day, you feel like ain't nobody gonna give it to me. I'm gonna go back.
Facts.
I love that. I love that for sure. Before we get out of here, right? Two things. One, what can you tell us about new music coming? Full project. I'm waiting on the album. All right.
Okay.
My album, EP, that, and of all that you've done right so far, and you still have much more years to go. What's some of the biggest things you want to accomplish? Those two things.
All right. One, I'm gonna drop it in probably 2 more weeks. I'm dropping like once a month. I'm dropping once a month until I put a project out. I'll be dropping like once a month. And then, man, I wanna be inducted into the Songwriting Hall of Fame. Man, I wanna start my own label. But you know, of course, with time you gotta crawl before you can, walk. So sign here soon, go crazy. Be A-list artist, win crazy Grammys. And then alongside while I'm winning Grammys, as an A-list artist, I want to be writing, winning Grammys as a writer, giving songs away and writing for people, that's also their other favorite artists, also A-list artists, then eventually I'll start my own label and I'll pick somebody up just like me, a 19-year-old kid that just needs some, to be put in the right position, So, yeah, man, we here. Those, and it's gonna happen. I don't have no doubt in my mind it's gonna happen, man.
For sure.
So, we here, man. This 2020 is a new decade, and I'll be 30 at the end of this decade, and everything I just said to you on this is gonna happen, before the end of this decade. So, we turned up, bro. We turned up. We here. We locked in, and we ready, man. So, yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to it, bro. I'm looking forward to all the success that I know you finna achieve. Man, you definitely gotta stay locked in and gotta stay connected, bro.
Yeah, man, we gotta exchange numbers after this, bro.
For sure.
Pop's got my number, so you can just get it from him.
I might even, send you, because I do music as well. I'm an artist and rapper, and I produce. And so,
okay.
Some Jones said, if you feel like you're comfortable with it, let you rock out.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Some Jones.
Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, we have had Qiuntelli on the show. Appreciate
it. Sir. Y'all
peace and blessings. I hate you.
Say it one more time.
I hate you later.
Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate you for having me, brother.
For sure.
We'll be in contact. Y'all already know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just had Qiuntelli on the show. We got to get this music pumping, right? It's only right we get the music. You know what I mean? Wait, let's turn it up a little bit. Let's rock out. This has been another edition of Mic Check, baby. Okay? Hosted by yours truly, Project MC. We just had Qiuntelli on the show. Make sure you tune in every Friday. All right, check out the YouTube. Check out the semi-clips on Instagram at I Am Project MC. Like, share, comment, subscribe on YouTube, and all that other good stuff on Instagram as well. See you next time with another guest on the show. You know what I mean? Peace, power, prosperity. I'm out.